Hey guys, Anthony here with We Back Tesla. And we back Tesla because if Tesla fails, the acceleration to a sustainable future fails, we can't have that. So please consider subscribing. Become a part of the solution when you make the awesome decision of purchasing your Tesla. You can use our referral link down below, get you free supercharging. That's enough of that, because today we got two important things we're trying to do today. One is the contest. So towards the end of the video, we're going to explain how you can enter that contest today. The other part is we're going to talk about the utility of the Model 3 with a family of 4, and what better way to test the utility to start out with a huge cart full of only like 20% of the groceries we intended to get and 80% of crap we didn't need. But I'm gonna load up the frunk here and see how much we can actually fit in the frunk, because I haven't really used it for this purpose. And as you can see in the Standard Range Plus, we don't got a mat, but I don't really care. Let's see how many things we can fit in here. All right, so I got about 10 grocery bags in here. So I got a lot more crap, so I'm gonna put it in the trunk, but 10 grocery bags in the frunk, not too bad. All right, so about 10 bags in the frunk and about 1 billion more in the trunk here. So we didn't even use the bottom compartment. There's a whole empty space underneath this where you could stick probably all of these bag groceries, but fit underneath there, and you would still have the full capacity of what like a normal trunk is. So not too bad. All right, everyone's loaded in the car, groceries in the car. We're gonna talk a little bit about how much room they have to step in and out of the car. Brooke's 6 years old, and she buckles herself and gets in. We'll see how hard that is for her to get in. A lot of people have been asking. Yeah? Hi. A lot of people have been asking like how much room is in this Model 3. And we are smaller people, but I still think there's plenty of room. Oh. Okay. Huh. What do you gotta say, Ben?
I love you.
I love you. Hi, Mama. Alright, just for reference, this is, I don't know, how far back would you say you had the seat?
Like in the middle. It's not
All the way back?
Mm-hmm.
So she's 5 foot and has plenty of room here.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys can tell how much room Brooke has. She's our biggest kid when she ends up getting out of the car. Alright, Brooke. I need you to demonstrate how much room you have with Mom sitting in the front. Just on the thing. Where the car is. Boom. Nailed it. Alright. How hard is it for you to get in and out? It's a little tight, huh? Not too bad. Definitely smaller than the Durango, huh? What about you, Pen? You stuck? What is all this crap on our floor? What do you think?
No, we don't listen to you.
You want to help Pen unbuckle? Let's see. So yeah, it's definitely not a huge car, but there's definitely plenty of room for us. You gonna get out, Pen? Or what are you doing in here? Huh? What are you doing? Alright. So here's our groceries. Like I said, about 10 bags of groceries fit in the frunk. I can maybe squeeze some stuff up top here, but for reference, you guys know what a grocery bag size is. I'm crammed in the back seat. I'm gonna be the cameraman. I want take it away, Mom. What's wrong?
Let me try again.
Okay.
Take 5. Take 5. So I just wanted to talk about the size and utility of the Model 3. I feel like I have a pretty good perspective on it, as this isn't my daily driver, so I could be super critical of this car, because I do drive a 2014 Dodge Durango, which is like my big bus that I drive everywhere.
It actually shows up as a bus on the screen.
It does. It's funny. But yeah, I actually really enjoy the size of this car. Originally, when we started in the EV world, we had a Kia Soul EV, and that car was like considerably smaller.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, compared to the Model 3. Yeah, with that car, if I were to have that EV and have the girls' seats and I had to go to the grocery store and get like dog food, groceries, and like, let's say, paper towels, it was a struggle for me to fit it all in the vehicle itself. Not to mention the like lack of range that it had.
Yeah. But not so much this car. Right?
No, this car, like, if you saw in the video, I can easily go shopping with the girls and get whatever is necessary with the frunk and the trunk. And then also, if I'm by myself, I also have the passenger seat and whatever else I need. With the Kia Soul, that was a lot more difficult. And with the Durango, it's so big, I don't have to be organized about anything. I just throw everything in.
Yeah, that thing's huge.
It's gigantic. For me, that's kind of the size of car I need for the girls and the dogs and like all my work stuff and everything like that. But when I do transition over to the Model 3, in a minute.
That girl wants to play beach buggy.
I don't have any issues with the size of this car. I would say that it most likely resembles to me the size of a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
That we had a sport model like a few years ago, and we really enjoyed that car. To me, the size feels like that, like driving it and backing it up.
And the cabin space in here.
Yeah, and kind of the cabin space from like side to side. And then like one thing I feel like with the Model 3 that makes it feel so much bigger is the light interior. I feel like really opens up the car, and then also the glass roof really just kind of like opens the whole vehicle up so you don't feel like you're crammed in here. I don't feel like I'm crammed in here at all.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had like both my parents in here, and they're taller than me, and they have not had like any leg space issues. So
yeah. So overall, it's smaller. It's not a huge car, right? We're hoping the Model Y is going to be the perfect middle ground, because it's nice to have that huge bus, but we're hoping to go all electric at some point.
Yeah, I hope that it has the same like viewing angle or area like the 3. The S was a little too narrow for me, and the steering wheel was like a lot bigger. So
it was, and the dash was too high. The it was real narrow.
Well, I guess it's like sporty, so
Yeah.
you know. But for me, being a smaller person, I had like a harder time seeing out of that vehicle. I'm hoping that the Y is like the perfect middle ground for me. The X is just so expensive.
Yeah, the Y is gonna be.
Yeah.
We're pinching pennies for that. A used X maybe, but we're going for the Model Y in it.
I'm hoping that it'll have the utility to fit 4 dogs, 2 kids, and then the rest of us, and then whatever other luggage, baggage we have.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it has that.
Alright, Mom hasn't played beach buggy, so let's go ahead and Pen's been bugging. Alright, so there is something new that since the software update, you haven't done the little arrow button. So click that guy, so that's changed.
Oh, okay.
And there's an arcade button over there on the right. So that'll take you straight to the games.
Oh, okay. Here, Pen, you want to come stand on that?
That says Tesla.
Tesla. There you go.
Is it Tesla or Tesla?
Tesla. Fancy girl.
Fancy girl.
That might be the blonde one. That looks like you, Pen. Did you see how grumpy it looked?
Not because it's blonde, it's because it's grumpy. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here with our buddy Professor, or Fat Daddy. He is a stray cat, or was a stray cat. He lived with one of our neighbors that moved away, and they left him. And he was just wandering outside all alone, and he would come to our house and was like super nervous and wouldn't let us touch him for a while. Jess started putting bowls and bowls of food on our porch, and as you can tell, why we call him Fat Daddy, he's gotten a little overweight. And I think there's some other neighbors that feed him too, because he's an outdoor cat, which is like the best kind of cat. And he finally warmed up to us. He comes and hangs out in the house, even with the dogs. He's like swatted them in the face, and now they leave him alone. But we hated cats before. This cat's pretty awesome because he poops and pees outside, and he just comes and hangs out in the house and cuddles up with the girls and cuddles up with us. So there's some pointless information that you didn't want to know. Before I get to the contest, I just wanted to say, like, I hope that helped a little bit, give you an insight into the interior of this car, the deceivingly large interior of this car, and the utility that it gives us as a family of 4. It's definitely smaller. It's definitely not something that we can use for the whole family and get rid of our other car. We have to have more space because we have like a zoo in our house with all these dogs. But we're hoping that the Model Y, when that comes out, that's gonna be the perfect one to get us to a fully EV family. But we got another year and a half before we're gonna get to that point. If you guys have other questions about the interior of this car, just let me know. Leave a comment down below if you have specific things you want to see. I can put it in the next videos and I'll answer your guys' questions. Alright, so now about the contest. So we reached 1,000 subscribers, as you guys know, and we couldn't thank you guys enough for that. In our previous video, we mentioned we're going to be giving away 2 of the Hot Wheels WeBack Tesla Model 3s that we have. And with those are going to be a $25 gift card to Amazon. Going to be 2 things that you have to do in order to enter this contest. The first one's going to be on the honor system because I'm not going to go try to aggregate all this data and see if you guys did this for you guys to officially enter this, but we would really appreciate it if you guys subscribed, liked this video, and then found us on our other social media platforms. We're currently on Twitter, and we just started Instagram like a day ago. So if you guys go find us, we're at WeBack Tesla, and help spread the word, share our content. And we would greatly appreciate that. So that's rule number 1, honor system. I'm not going to go look to see if you guys did it, but rule number 2 is going to be, you're going to have to send us an email at webacktesla@gmail.com. And in that email, I just want to know what you guys did to help us spread the word. And then the second thing is, do you own an EV? And if you do, what your experience is, what you like, what you don't like, and what you would tell other people who are considering it. Or if you don't own an EV, are you considering it? And do you have reservations? I want to know what you guys are worried about or what questions you guys might have. And then any other EV related story that you guys want to tell us. I would just love to hear it from you guys to see what the community is thinking and just what everybody's experience in this is. So those are the 2 rules. So I don't think I'm going to mention this in any of our future videos. If you made it this far, congratulations. Also, it'd be helpful if you left your first and last name so that when I do compile a list of all the entries, I can use your guys' name, and I'll just use your first name when I announce who wins instead of showing your guys' email. And then I'll contact you guys about getting you the car and getting your gift card to you. What I'm going to do is July 15th is when I'm going to cut it. Before I go to bed on July 15th, I'll have the list and I'll save that off, and I'll make a video after that to choose the 2 winners at random. And I'll show you guys that after that. But July 15th, that's when I'm cutting it off. So if you're seeing this after the fact, then the contest is already over. But we plan to do this at 2,500 subscribers, at 5,000 subscribers, and then at 10,000 if we get there by the end of the year. And the prize money for the Amazon gift cards is going to increasingly go up once we hit 5,000 and then 10,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for the winners for that. I hope that you enter. I hope that I get to hear some cool stories about you guys and your experience with EVs, or you guys considering it. If you guys have questions that you want to ask specifically about the utility of this car, which is kind of the topic of this video, leave them down below so that we can talk about it. If you guys have anything that you want to see in future videos, let us know. I've got some more range tests. I got some more videos in the pipeline. I'm trying to pump out these videos as quick as I can. I have a full-time job. I have a family. These videos aren't hard to do, so I really appreciate you guys sticking around and showing your guys' support, because you guys are helping us push the mission forward, and we couldn't thank you guys enough. But seriously, if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not, consider it. If you drive an EV, thank you so much. If you don't, seriously consider it. Join us, because it's fantastic. I hope that you guys enter the contest, and we'll see here in a few weeks who wins that. That's all I got for now, so I'll see you guys in the next video.